Jed, we've had a couple of days that we've all enjoyed, but it looks like, summer is upon us and we're inching towards that 100.
Okay, so those nice days are now in the rearview mirror, okay? What we're going to head toward, it's going to be much hotter. We made it up into the 90s today, but that's still actually just a little below normals. Can't complain too much there. 94 is a normal high. Oklahoma City made it to 92. Did have some highs up in the 90s in West Oklahoma, 95 in Alva, 97 Woodward and Clinton. Around Hobart, Altus, both up in the 100s here today. So the heat is the story for Oklahoma City. All we've had are 90s so far. And really, if you look at this, if you compare the number of 90s we see in a year, 68. So that's about 2 calendar months worth of 90s. We've made it just under half of that. So we're doing okay there. Not a real super hot summer so far. And we're sitting with 0 days officially at 0. Now, there are some spots around Oklahoma City that have hit 100, but the official number is still sitting at 0. That may change here coming up this week. At least we have a couple more opportunities for that, maybe several opportunities to get close to 100. It's all due to the ring of fire, big high pressure area. This builds in over the summer months. You get this big ring that builds. It's called the ring of fire. As that heat builds in, it's going to anchor in over the Rockies into the plains coming up this week. So these areas will be feeling the heat here coming up this week. If you're outside, if you're going to work outside, definitely be prepared for that. Make sure pets are prepared as well, because they need a lot of cool drinking water if they are outdoor pets. 75 right now. The wind southeast at 8. Right now, the heat index also sits at 75. Pretty pleasant right now, 75. A little warmer in West Oklahoma. Got some 80s there right now. Checking the winds, pretty light here across Oklahoma, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So talk about this ring of fire. Will there be any rain? Well, high pressure areas typically this time of the year will shut you down if they move overhead. Now, this has been west of us, and that's allowed that rainy pattern to be over us. That rainier pattern now is shifting away from us with some storms across parts of the Midwest here coming up. That high pressure area settles on in from the Rockies out into the plains. So really the chance of any rainfall, if anything were to happen, very spotty here this week. Most spots will be very dry. And if we see some rain, the pattern changes just a little bit going into the weekend, into early next week, where we may get some thunderstorm chances going into Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday of this next week. Right now, temperatures tonight dropping 60s, some low 70s around. And again, look at your highs coming up for tomorrow. Mainly 90s on the way. We'll see some 100s as well. Had some 100s in southwest Oklahoma. Today, another possibility coming up for tomorrow. You'll see a few more 99s popping up. That's going to be a little closer to 100. So we'll see some 90s, some 100s, and a bit more wind on the way. South to southwest winds, those do pick up about 10 to 15, 25 miles per hour. More of that heat on the way into Tuesday as temperatures climb into the 90s and 100s. Like I said, you see that 99. We're really close to 100. There might be some 100s dotting central Oklahoma. Hottest temps northwest and southwest, where the temperatures start to cook a bit more. Here's your Monday forecast. Again, 75 here coming up for your morning hours. Going to the afternoon, 90 for noontime. We'll close in on about 97 by 4 o'clock as the heat starts to build. Here you go. Let's check that 9-day forecast. Again, the heat is the story as those temperatures start to kick in. We're watching those 90s kicking in, maybe some 100s here as well from about Tuesday through about Sunday. Again, those temperatures will be really kicking in as we see temperatures right up to near 100. This should be the hottest period so far this summer. We've had some hot stretches. This should be the hottest stretch coming our way as we see dry, sunny, hot weather. When we talk about the dog days of summer, this is falling right in line when we typically see our hottest temperatures as those temperatures climb up near 100 into the weekend. Maybe a rain chance early next week, but that's a low chance right now at 20%. We'll talk about the blitz. It's coming up next.